Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for coming to this presentation. I'm glad to see you all. Let me introduce myself. I am Devi Setiawan and I am from Surya Kancana University in Cianjur, West Java. First, I will explain to you about my presentation in the title of Evaluation of Total Armada Transport City Route 05B in Cianjur City. About introduction, as we know that the function of transportation is to move people and or goods from one place to another place using current systems for content purpose. And then the step that public transportation service can be classified into three groups based on the type of route and journey served. Number one is short distance transportation. Number two is city transportation, and number three is regional transportation. City transportation is a transportation from one place to another with the city area by using a bus, car, and or public passenger car that is bound inside route. Okay, the purpose of my research is to conduct a study of the Cianjur city transportation about operation in an attempt to rationalize the number of senior city transportation operation, reviewing public transportation fleet that have operated on this route to achieve efficiency public transportation in terms of travel time, circulation time, headway, and fleet number. About literature review, as we know that public transportation is means of transportation for small and medium-sized community to carry out their activity in line with their duty and function in the community. Stated public passenger transportation is passenger transportation carried out with rental or pay system. As we know that in our country is like this, we have to rent the person and pay system. And then in also said that what we include in the definition of passenger public transportation is city transportation like bus, minibus. In Indonesia, we call angkot. Yeah, it's an angkutan kota in Indonesia. Train, water transportation, and air transportation. The existence of public transportations aim to organize good and proper transportation for the community. A good measure of service is safe, as we know that a good measure of service is safe, comfortable, fast, and cheap service. Um, Methodology that I use is which is divided into two parts of the survey. Namely, number one is static survey, and number two is the dynamic survey. Number one, static surveys. This survey is conducted to obtain data on the number of operation flight, load factor, service frequency, and time between headway. And static surveys are carried out of terminal and road. And number two is dynamic survey. This survey is carried out city transportation to record the ups and downs of passenger to get the total number of passenger per day. And we know the travel time to get the total time in one trip, including delay and stop time for raising and lowering passenger. And this picture is show the transportation route of city transportation of 05B with a distance about 7.37 kilometer, starting from Terminal Joglo to the Terminal Ramayana, and then you return to Terminal Joglo. And this distance is about 7 and 3 to 3 to 7 kilometer. And then about the survey result, about to tadi about methodology to survey, and the result is can be seen in a graph of the number of passenger in the city transportation number 05B in one day. Yeah, the first of which is the number of passenger boarding city transportation in his day on Monday, and in his Monday about 348 passenger, and then on Wednesday, like this, and the Tuesday, yeah, sorry, on Tuesday there are about 347 passenger. On Wednesday there are 275 passenger, and Tuesday 340 passenger, and Friday is 279 passenger, and then Saturday there are 380, and Sunday 277 passenger. These passengers about 1 week of number of passenger. Yeah. And then result number 2 is a traveling time. Yeah. In this table, the result of the second survey are called average travel time, in which the one bicycle move from terminal Joglo to terminal Ramayana, and then to terminal Ramayana to the terminal Joglo in span of 5 hours. And then the third survey result is there is an average bicycle time needed to travel from the terminal Joglo to and then back to the Joglo terminal in 5 hours. This is of table of circulation time. And one car is average need time to circulation the route is about 45.17 minutes. And the super result in this table are the result of data processing beside on the number of passenger, travel time, and then we get the result of the number of fleets we need in 1 hour. Yeah, about 1 hour, both during rush hour and in rush hour and non-rush hour. This connect to data about in this table we can see the circulation that we have the result from the survey, and then in this hour passenger, all the passenger in 1 hour, average 20 in 1 hour. Our capacity, as we know that capacity of angkutan kota is 12 passenger if it's full, and then load factor about 70%, and then it is average of capacity of angkutan kota 05B, and result total that we have, and then this our bicycle in 1 hour, about 1 hour during rush hour and non-rush hour. After this analysis table, we can conclusion about my research is Beside number 1, the analysis done in the table determined fleet amount based on circulation, and the result of the analysis are point 1 is that average number of bicycle per circulation time needed per day that differ from the Joglo terminal and back to Joglo terminal when the circulation time of the first bicycle is 1 a. In the morning rush hour is 1.86, is mean to 1 bicycle per hour. Number B, during peak hour it is 1.06, about 2 units of bicycle per hour. Number C, in the rush hour in the afternoon, about 0.80, about 1 unit of bicycle hour. And the number 2, conclusion number 2, while the number of trips, this is bicycle that we needed, and number 2 is trip of bicycle during peak hour and busy period after being analyzed and average. Number A, during morning rush hour is about 1.19, about 2 bicycle trips per hour. And then number B, during rush hour during the day, 1.32, about 2 bicycle trip per hour. And number C, in the non-busy afternoon hour is 1.02, is about 2 bicycle trip in hour. That was the conclusion of my research that we needed in minute 1 bicycle, 2 bicycle in morning, 1 bicycle in peak hour, 2 bicycle in hour, and non-rush hour in afternoon we need 1 bicycle. And then the trip in the morning, the 1 bicycle is need to 2 trip, 2 bicycle to trip, and 2 unit bicycle in hour. And during the day is same 2 bicycle to trip, and then in the afternoon 1 unit bicycle, and this unit bicycle is needed to 2 bicycle trips per hour. Those were